I landed 2 days after D-Day. Going into the beach on Normandy, it was very quiet. There wasn't any fighting at that time. But on the beach there was chaos with all the damaged equipment, and of course there was a scary thing seeing the body bags of the boys that they were waiting to be put into go into the cemetery. That was sort of frightening. We came to the front lines and they told us to go into this field and dig foxholes and dig in. Well, during the night we got shelled, and when you get shelled, when the shells come in, they're screaming. You know, not only the explosions bother you, but the screaming of the shells sort of tears up your insides. During this shelling, I'm thinking, what did I do? I didn't have to be here. I had this feeling that I survived this, and it's sort of invincible. In Normandy, it was very, the Germans put up quite a bit of resistance, and we had a tough time in Normandy. After we broke through Normandy, we went up to Brest, the port of Brest, and we were there for a few months. And that's where I lost a couple of my good friends, because one day they shelled us again, and a couple of the boys lost their lives. They told us there's something funny going along down the road. So we started to check it out. We went down the road and we passed this huge barbed wire enclosure with a couple of watchtowers every 40 or 50 yards. The gate was open, and we looked in and we just couldn't believe what we saw. But as we went into the camp, it was just the worst stench of stench, disgusting, that I've ever had in my life. It was something that stayed with me for a long, long time. And as I went into the camp, I was just, it was just weird. I couldn't believe what I saw. I know people have seen the documentary, so I won't describe that, but what they don't see was the sounds, the crying of these people and the moaning, and it was just, I couldn't believe it. When we went to the cemetery, there were 9,000 boys buried there. The people at the cemetery found a couple of boys that I had served with, and I paid my respects to them and I said a prayer. But the thing that bothered me was we went down on the beach where it all happened. There were people picnicking and playing, and it bothered me because I felt this was a holy place where the blood of these boys went into the sand. But you know, then I realized, well, this is why we were fighting, for what we were fighting for, so that people could enjoy their freedom.